What is the laziest thing you do that would make even the laziest person cringe? Not me, but my father-in-law. He has two TV screens on opposite sides of his bedroom hooked to the same cable box. That way he doesn't have to worry when he gets uncomfortable laying on one side all day. He just rolls over and voila, there's another screen with the same show playing on the other side of his bed. Genius. That is truly genius. I usually roll over and just listen. There's an amazing Chinese takeaway place a minute's walk, if that, from my house, and I often pay for deliveries. I can't look the delivery dude in the eye. I used to live directly across the street from a pizza place. At a crosswalk, I would still order delivery rather than walk across the street to get it. The guy wouldn't even get in his car most times. I could watch him walk across from my living room. Rotate the batteries twice in the remote. Still won't work. Watch Golden Girls marathon. If I have to put something fragile on the floor, like my phone, instead of bending to put it down gently, I drop it on my foot to soften the impact, and then let it roll off the slope of the foot. I hope you aren't a new parent. Sometimes, when I'm really hungry, I'll just take a nap because it's easier than making food. Me too. I take a nap instead of doing a lot of things. My light is the opposite end of the room. I sometimes call my brother in, ask a random question, and say, "Oh, can you turn my light on?" as if it's an afterthought. Sometimes I'm too lazy to dry myself after a shower, so I end up just sitting on the edge of the tub or standing until I eventually just air dry. I just bring my clothes into the bathroom and get dressed while still wet. My dog has a bottle opener on her collar, so I never have to look for one. The day I moved into my apartment I was exhausted, so I just put my box springs and mattress on the floor and leaned my bed frame in the corner to assemble the next day. It's 2 years later and my bed frame is still leaning in the corner. The other day, I was laying in bed, and my Roku remote was on my desk, literally 5 feet away. Rather than stand up to get it, I grabbed my phone, downloaded the Roku app, and used my phone to stop the movie. 5 feet. I own a Chromecast, because I'm too lazy to find my remote. I download music I have on CDs from the internet because the CDs are in my car. I download music I have on my computer but can't be bothered finding. I once skipped an entire day of classes because there wasn't enough milk to fill the cereal bowl in the morning. Lost all my motivation and just went straight back to bed. This is easily the saddest thing I've read all day. Sleeping with the clothes on so I can sleep longer before school. Sleep with the lights on. I really need to pee but I can't be bothered to get off the bed and walk to the bathroom. Oh, and when I was a baby I didn't lift my head upright. It's just drooping down 45-degree front, back, left, right, wherever. Mum freaked out and took me to the doctor, and after some checking he concluded that there's nothing wrong. Just one heck of a lazy baby. I slept so much as a baby that my mum was worried something was wrong. We could totally be baby friends. If I find a Tupperware with moldy food in it I just throw the whole Tupperware away. Me too. The cost of a Tupperware container is less than the emotional cost of washing a moldy container and forever wondering if I washed it well enough and trying to avoid using it until I forget. I stuck an empty poster tube to the wall diagonally next to my bed so I could put trash in it and it would roll down into the bin, which was about 1.5 meters away. I thought it was kind of smart but so lazy. The best kind of laziness is when you go through a fair amount of effort setting up an apparatus that helps to ensure unlimited future laziness. This isn't mine, but just in case he doesn't turn up, a similar thread popped up a while ago and a guy posted how he was eating a blueberry muffin but too lazy to get up off the couch and dump the paper wrapper, so he ate it. I can't remember the app's name, but fair play to him. Easily the funniest and laziest thing I've ever heard. I eat stickers all the time, dude. Just hold shoots in 4 hours instead of going to the toilet because it's over there. Change hours to days, and that's exactly me. When my wife is out of town, I only eat canned food, directly out of the can, over the kitchen sink. No cooking, no dishes. It's absolutely disgusting, but I'm just too lazy to make a meal for just me. Pro tip, just open the can and let the can stand on a stovetop. When the can makes noises it's dinner time. I am too lazy to scratch my own back. So I put my toddler's toy on my head and she will then climb all over my back to try and reach it. Back scratched. Toy awarded. I was too lazy to make coffee this morning, so I put Diet Coke in a coffee mug and heated it up in the microwave. 3/10 would not recommend. Upvote, just because this just made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. When I'm leaning back in the chair with one hand on the mouse, and I want to go from Reddit to Facebook, I don't lean forward enough to reach the keyboard. I look for an F somewhere on the screen, highlight it, right click and copy, then right click and paste it into the browser bar and let autocomplete suggest Facebook. Then I click the go arrow. I was wearing a mid-length dress and knee-high boots, so I measure the exact area that would be exposed and just shave that 5 inches right smack dab in the middle of my legs. Then I contemplated what I'm doing with my life if I can't shave my entire legs. Yes, same here sometimes. I have a pair of jeans that have a rip just above the knee on the right leg, so sometimes I'll just shave the patch of skin that can be seen. I signed up for a free trial of Amazon Prime so I could get free 2-day shipping on an order of new underwear, all because I didn't want to leave the house or do laundry that week. I was too lazy to cancel my subscription, so I just gave them my money. I was watching Breaking Bad on my computer, but I wanted a glass of juice, so I opened my router settings on my laptop to disable my mom's laptop's MAC address on the network so the internet wouldn't work for her. So she would come to my room to ask what the frick, and I'd ask her to get me a glass of juice and that it's already fixed. I'm still ashamed of myself. That is some next level crap right there. I quit smoking 1 year ago because I was too lazy to get up and buy new ones one weekend. Went better than expected though. One time I was choking on a peanut butter sandwich. I didn't even try to cough it up. I just thought, well, this is how I die. Whoa, ghost post. When the power goes out and my clocks reset, I just adapt to their new times rather than resetting them. I've skipped meals because I had to cook. My husband ate a bag of candy for dinner 2 nights in a row because I wasn't home and he could reach the bag from his computer chair. I went to bed wearing clothes I wanted to wear tomorrow because I know it'd be a giant effort for me to do it in the morning last night. When I use the microwave, I press the same number twice because I can't be bothered moving my hand to the 0, so I do 11 or 44 instead of 10 or 40. I moved next to a KFC so I never had to cook again. I live in a place known as Cholesterol Corner. The only things on the block other than my apartment block and the petrol station are McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, Pizza Hut, Subway, Red Rooster, Outback Steakhouse. I fear for my heart. I once ordered an Apache pizza from the shop immediately next door to my house. When they delivered it, I insisted they give me the pizza through my TV room window because I couldn't be bothered to walk the extra 15 steps to the front door. I was once tired from walking up a hill. I considered stopping for a rest, but I couldn't be bothered. You had the inclination, but not the time. I was on my way home from school. I had to walk 20 minutes from the subway and it was pouring rain. Just outside the subway is a pizza place which I know do home deliveries by car. I went in, told them that I wanted a pizza delivered to my home address, and since I'm already here, why not deliver me home as well? The owner told me that they only deliver food and not people. But after some discussion, both me and the pizza arrived dry and safe. That's not actually lazy, it's good thinking. Not me, but last time this was asked, someone said that they had gotten an extra dishwasher so that they never had to unload either. They'd just use the clean dishes out of one, then put them in the dirty dishwasher when they were done, rinse, and repeat. That's some pretty clever laziness if you ask me. Stabbed a can of soup with a penknife until I could drink the contents cold because I was too tired and wasted to either A. Heat it, or B. Walk half a dozen paces to the kitchen and get the can opener. Sometimes I really want to play Xbox but the laptop is already on, so I just watch Let's Play videos of the game I was thinking of playing instead. I pretend I don't hear the alarm clock in the morning so that my husband gets up and shuts it off for me. My boyfriend does this too, and every morning I want to punch him in the face. I used make super long straws out of multiple straws so I wouldn't have to reach for my double gulp. I'm a home gym and dong growth expert from all those infomercials whenever I lose the remote latinite. Using my vibe when it died, was so frustrated I decided to roll over and go to sleep rather than continue. My car windows go up the old-fashioned way. When I get home, I prefer to leave them down instead of rolling them up. Then, when it rains I'm just like meh, it will be dry when I get back out there. I did this once during the summer, and found the lovely surprise of about a half dozen ticks hanging out in the upholstery the next day. The worst part is, I found out while I was driving. Never again. When I get home from work, I have a tendency to take my socks off while I'm sitting on the couch or at the dining room table. To pick them up off the floor, I don't bend over. I use my toes like fingers to grip the socks and then kick upward and catch the socks so I don't have to bend over. I prefer to take them off with my hands and toss them at the stairs, so they end up lying on the stairs and I can pick them up on my way to bed without having to bend over. Instead of counting 8 hours from when I plan on falling asleep for my alarm clock, I set the timer on my phone for 8 hours and 15 minutes. You have been visited by the Wealth Rat. Subscribe in 12 seconds and he will share his wealth with you. Thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day you magnificent people.